closing down your eyes and going into your beautiful sacred heart and mind. Okay, so we're going to start with the beautiful breath, the ascension breath, where we breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, letting go. So taking a breath now and letting go, relaxing into your body. And again, breathing in through the nose and letting go out of the mouth again. Letting go of your morning, your day, any energy that does not serve you. And once more, breathing in through the nose, taking a deep, slow breath into the belly. And letting go out of the mouth. Full permission to let go and surrender in this session today. Falling into that gentle alpha state, the brain rhythm that you need to access remote viewing. Calming down the mind, letting go of any thoughts, allowing any noises to come and go as they do in your space. Everything is perfect at this time for you to surrender deeper and deeper into your body. Returning to your body consciousness, finding your beautiful head, moving your awareness down to your shoulders that carry you around every single day. Speaking to them, thanking them for carrying you, acknowledging them, acknowledging their bravery, their confidence, their willingness to explore this information and elevate even higher into higher states of consciousness and wisdom. Now moving your awareness down into your chest, your beautiful heart center, your sacred heart center, the portal to life. And imagining and visualizing now a beautiful flower on your chest. And this beautiful divine flower is so delicate, it's flourishing, it's opening and blooming to this session today, to all things that exist in your heart. Opening, seeing it as a beautiful color now. Choosing a color for your sacred heart flower. Feeling into it, sensing it, smelling it. Feeling the delicate little petals. This represents you, your soul. All past and future versions of yourself. Taking a moment now to thank you. Acknowledging the person you are today, acknowledging the journey that you've taken in this lifetime, and just shower yourself with love, fertilizing and watering this flower with beautiful love and acknowledgement in this now moment. Beautiful. And with love frequency, we can remote view and slingshot ourselves across to the pyramids. So remembering love is the key to all that exists. Letting go into your heart, falling into the arms of your beautiful flower. Now we're going to bring our awareness to your aura field, creating a beautiful bubble of light around your field, visualizing golden light circling your circumference of your aura field. This is a shield of protection before we remote view away into the quantum. The setting up this beautiful golden bubble, imagining it like a hologram around your field, and requesting that Source fills your bubble up with golden frequency, shimmering light, watching it in your mind's eye, fill up from the bottom, feeling that warmth of Source's love and protection all around you as it goes up around your shoulders now, filling up all around your field, offering invisible protection, beautiful love, frequency of high love and high protection from the higher realms and Source. And imagining a beautiful bow on top for detail. A golden bow, perfectly made by yourself in your mind's eye. Beautiful. Now taking a deep breath, we're going to create a stargate in front of you in your place at this time, drawing in your mind's eye a stargate 1 meter or 2 meters in front of you. Stargate is golden. It's magic. It's the mysteries of this universe will travel remotely at this point of your elevation. So seeing this beautiful stargate now. And when we go through the stargate, we're going to take a deep breath and step through the stargate, and we're going to arrive to the Giza plateau in front of the pyramid over in Egypt. So on the count of 3, taking a deep breath, walking your light body through this stargate. 1, 2, 3. Finding yourself in your light body in front of the beautiful pyramids in Egypt. Finding yourself and all of your light warrior friends here today on the call. Moving yourself down onto the land, onto the plane of this earth. Using your senses to feel the dirt beneath your feet. Feeling the sun on your beautiful body. Feeling that warmth. Smelling the camels perhaps in the background. The scent of the camels. Smelling the air here. Just taking a moment to bring all of your senses into this moment remotely. Knowing that everything's perfect and divine, whichever way you're feeling, seeing, or sensing this in your body. And as you start to get your bearings here, we're going to walk forward with everyone. I can see everyone here. It's great. We've got a lot of beautiful energy paving the way forward into the beautiful pyramids. We're going to go into Pyramid Giza, up into the King's Chambers to begin with. So walking your way up, climbing up the rocks, these beautiful cubes, up into the doorway, the passageway to go inside of the pyramids together remotely here. Stepping forward into the beautiful pyramid. Going to walk down a passageway firstly. And then we're going to see now that the passageway elevates up. And this is a bit of a steep climb. So we're going to use the rail, use your hands as you walk up, taking a step slowly, walking up this steep incline, this tunnel. Remembering you're feeling safe and at peace in this moment as you remember what it's like to go through this passageway. Most of you have been a part of the Egyptian culture in past lives. It might be very familiar for you. And as we get up to the top of this steep incline now, we're going to move forward. Ahead of us, we see a little passageway, which is the entry to the King's Chamber. And at this point, we have to get down on our hands and our knees, imagining walking and crawling down into this little tiny 2-meter passageway that we have to get through this little tunnel before we come into a room with the King's Chamber and the King's sarcophagus. When we get into this room, we can stand, finding your way, feeling the beautiful cold marble stone beneath your hands and your knees. Some of you are already standing in the King's Chamber. So taking a moment to find a spot once you arrive into the king's chamber, feeling into this cubed room, this perfectly divine room that's been designed perfectly to some of the amazing, unique measurements of sound and the sound of light, measurements of the circumference of the earth. It also mirrors Da Vinci's artwork and the Last Supper artwork. A lot of codes in this room. So sitting down now, finding your way to a nice place in this beautiful chamber. Perhaps you're laying in the sarcophagus. That's welcomed. Taking a deep breath as you tune into this room. I want you to receive some codes now. We're going to call in the king of the sun, the king of the deities, the father of creation, the Egyptian god Ra. Asking your higher self, calling in Ra as you sit here in meditation in the king's chamber. Calling upon this beautiful divine god, Ra, the god of Ra, connection to the sun, the power. You can feel this energy coming through my crown as well. Taking a moment to ask Ra, the beautiful god, thanking him for being here, asking for any messages or breadcrumbs for you at this time, important pearls of wisdom that you might need for your journey. Opening your heart to this energy now. Perfect. Nothing's right or wrong. Everything's perfect and divine. If you're not getting anything, that is perfectly okay. I'm sure you're feeling this presence of Ra and the power of the sun, the connection to creation and light. A reminder, this king reminds us of the light and the connection to the sun that empowers us and keeps us running here on earth. Taking a deep breath now, we farewell Ra and his beautiful energy. We're calling through now the Egyptian god Osiris. Waiting for any feelings that you might feel in your body in this king's chamber room. Osiris was the Egyptian god of the underworld, the cycle of life, guiding the souls through the death cycle, the celebration of their life, leading them to the afterworld. Calling through Osiris here, asking for his wisdom, if any, to be delivered for you in this now moment. Opening your heart to this energy and feeling on your body where it's coming. Is it coming into your heart portal? Is that the sensation that you're feeling? Being aware of your body consciousness and what you feel in this moment. If there's any messages, using your gifts and abilities, talking telepathically to this beautiful, wise god, Osiris. Getting for all of us a lot of energy around strength, the human experience, and a message of not to fear the death of the life, that it is a cycle, birth, growth, death, and the soul is the key to grow in the experience. Nothing else matters. That is the goal. That is the way we return home. And it's exciting to pass, to move into another experience of growth. Like the seasons, they change. Nothing remains the same. We're on a journey forward of growth, rebirth. Taking a deep breath now, thanking Osiris for the clarity, the support, the knowing. Everything's perfect in this beautiful universe. We've got him to hold our hands through those times of worry, but through the time of the celebration of our life as well. Now we move to the beautiful goddess Isis, calling our beautiful mother goddess through Isis. She brings love and fertility. She also holds our hand as she returns us to paradise in any moment that we need. Calling through beautiful Mother Isis, she's got a gift for you today. Perhaps it'll come to you in a box and you open it up and see what's inside. Receiving this beautiful receiving energy from our beautiful Mother Isis, you'll feel her goddess energy. It's very shimmery for me and light and beautiful in my heart. Allowing the mother's love into you, which we all have craved through our life. This is the moment to receive your mother's love, the goddess Isis. Taking a deep breath to connect to her, waiting for any symbols or visions or feelings that you might receive. A few of you are receiving codes into your sacral. Seems to be some sort of transferal of codes coming from her. She's telling me fertility of the new planet, the new structures that need to be built. You're receiving these codes, and in time they'll be activated within you and birthed through your beautiful sacral. Carrying them in your continents will also bring the energy flow to where they need to be, and perhaps you're transferring that data, that template across to the people that need to receive it to make it happen. So receive these codes, feel them in your heart. They're also going into your sacral. Wonderful. We're now going to farewell our beautiful goddess, Mother Isis. And if you feel like you need to connect with her again, we encourage you. It's very welcomed. She would like to work with you. It's a point we get to where we have her come across our path, and it's for a reason. So if you're feeling that today, the initiation into more work with her. We're now moving our awareness, our beautiful heart center, to Thoth, the Egyptian god, the Atlantean that holds a wealth of wisdom, knowledge. installed these beautiful wisdom teachings in the emerald tablets as well. He's tall, has a bit of an ibis bird head as well. So if you're feeling that energy around you, sitting in this King's Chamber room together in peace and knowing that you'll receive what you need to in perfect divine time. Opening up your heart now, taking a deep breath to connect to Thoth. He's also just talking to me here about the magician. He wants to be introduced as a magician as well. The magic of the universe, the beautiful synchronicities that do come, and you all are very aware of that. The universe talking to you, the magic, falling in love with the magician within you. And he's going to be mirroring this in this session today for you. That is what his message is for me to share. So taking a step into this energy flow of beautiful Thoth the Atlantean. Feeling also there's Octarian energy around us in this room. So feeling into that, if you're feeling that nudge, just asking for any messages, any knowings that might drop into your higher mind. Okay, beautiful. He's done, he's transferred some blueprint actually of the rings. And this is mentioned in the emerald tablets as well. So if you saw rings, then it's a transfer of information. And it's around the wisdom, but magic, magician. So yeah, we can talk about that in a moment. Thanking Thoth, the beautiful Atlantean, thanking his wisdom, thanking his soul for having the courage to explore this year after year after year with great integrity that is helping humanity evolve at this time, which is deeply needed on the planet. So thanking him, opening your heart with a beautiful thanking, great gratitude at this moment before he leaves. We're now going to call through Horus, the Egyptian god Horus. Feeling his energy is going to be coming through the apex of the pyramid. It feels like it's coming through the ceiling of this room here today. This energy from the sky. Also, Horus was known as the sky god, the connection to the stars, the higher realms, the mysteries. So calling through Horus, opening your heart to this Egyptian god, feeling that masculine support coming up your spine. You can feel that energy moving down a lot through your spines here from the high apex of the pyramid, inducing light frequency. The connection to the skies, also being earth though, feet on the ground, and being that conduit of energy for wisdom, for light, for human being. Just by you anchoring this light and being a conduit, connecting the energies from the higher realms, the higher dimensions, and the stars but also being grounded here is going to help elevate the planet, and all of the souls will be activated through that process. So human being is actually a very big mission and purpose and gift. Allowing this energy, seeing this now coming through your crown from Horus. He's setting up a beautiful pillar of light, a column of light over your being to remind you why you're here. Feeling that divine energy moving through all of your energy centers, your being, your light body, activating that crystalline 5D light body that we are maturing into with time. Feeling like your light body is being lit up by this energy. It's quite powerful. Also seeing it moving down into the beautiful planet, into Pachamama, anchoring it. That's why you're in physicality right now on the planet, to anchor this high frequency light. That is why you're here, to be the column of light, to merge the galactic and our planet. He's making reference, children of the stars as well. So much to learn. And he's smiling at all of us, being willing and excited to be here. Love it. Thank you. So giving thanks in this moment now. Thanking the beautiful sky god, Horus. We're now going to stand and feel the sarcophagus before we move down to the Queen's chamber. On the edge of the sarcophagus, there is imprints that have been here all along, but only discovered in 2018. The Alpha and the Omega. It's on the edge of the sarcophagus, chiseled into the stone. Perfectly placed for our consciousness now to see as we're a bit more elevated. No one's seen this before. And as we elevate, we start to see behind the veil, and these symbols are showing to us. On the back side of the sarcophagus, on the flat surface, there is a flower of life also. Going in and standing, imagining your hands over this energy, this wisdom that's been imprinted into the sarcophagus, so we know the balance between masculine and feminine energies. We know the flower is the key opening, being the significance of this symbol, the flower of life, petals all connected, the souls dancing together in unison and love, opening and blooming with a beautiful scent, going the cycle through the flower, sprouting, blooming, growing, dying, being reborn again, rebirthed, sprouting, growing, opening, loving, dancing, surrendering. Feeling this, if you can, on the back of the sarcophagus, taking a moment to feel the flower of life that's been imprinted, perfectly placed, so we would always understand these teachings, understanding that this structure has never been shifted or moved through all of the earth's movements. It's stayed solid, sacred, never been shifted, all done for a reason. Showing the strength of the soul. It's a mirror showing you how strong you are and powerful you are. Standing with your brave, broad shoulders in every now moment. Taking it all in. We're going to now move our way down to the Queen's chamber. back through the passageway we came. There's only one entry and exit. Down on our knees again as we crawl through this little tunnel, imagining yourself crawling, feeling the coolness of the marble below your feet and your hands and your knees. Going down the steep incline, knowing that this is also a musical instrument of sound to receive high wisdom and knowledge through the vibration and the sound of this passageway. We'll come back to that another time. Taking a deep breath as you remote view your consciousness. Maybe you're flying down this passageway down the elevated part. We're going to take a right turn down to the Queen's Chamber. So we're going down deep into the pyramid now. Nearly underground. Finding your way down to the Queen's Chamber, coming into this beautiful sacred energy. Feeling the walls as you come down, almost crouching, being able to fully stand up at this time. And finding your way down into this room, the Queen's Chamber. Just taking a seat, ready for your meditation to receive this magic, divine feminine room, where ideas were birthed, where wisdom was anchored into the earth through the divine feminine energies. Taking a deep breath now, we're going to call through the beautiful goddess Hathor. Finding Hathor, calling her energy in, thanking her for being here. This goddess is popular and powerful. She's amazing energy. She's a symbol of the divine feminine. She brings her love and her beauty. She brings dancing and music. She brings fertility and she brings pleasure. All of the soft, beautiful things we all crave. Opening your heart now and receiving this beautiful divine feminine energy into your sacred heart center. Some of you will be receiving some activations in the heart. Asking beautiful Hathor for any messages that you need at this moment, in this time, any reassurance, any activations that you might need. Taking a deep breath and tuning into Hathor. She's telling you you're doing well. She's happy you're here, learning, growing, connecting with the wisdom of the ancient God and goddesses. She's giving me the impression that you've got an opportunity to create whatever you like in your life. You are the master. You've just forgotten or starting to remember. She brings you strength at this time, and she holds you on your left side, holding your hand. Letting me know she's always here beside you, walking with you, showing you love and support. Some of you didn't have this beautiful female energy around you through your life, and she's offering this to you at this time, reminding you that you're never alone. She's also offering a torch of the flame, and reminding us to always remember the flame, the internal flame that burns. That is the way home, that light within the heart. holding the torch. If you're receiving this, looks like an Olympian torch that we hand around the countries. She's showing me this. She's also giving me the symbols of elevation, rockets, helicopters, the metaphor for elevation, which you're all receiving at this time. She's placing her hand on your chest now, letting you know that she sees you and she loves you dearly and deeply. She's very proud of you, all of us. She's also just sharing, if you want to connect with her, start the automatic writing. She'll come through the messages through the hand, through that love frequency, from the heart down the hand to write. And now just thanking her, giving her a cuddle if you're feeling her energy in front of you. There's lots of gold and energy in this room. It feels very, very high priestess. Just divine, just nothing to worry about here. Got the strength of the divine feminine right beside you and in you forever. The light of the fire eternally burns in your soul. Continue to follow that light thread always. That is the way home. Okay, so taking a deep breath, we're going to exit this beautiful sacred energy out the way we came and meet outside on the dirt in the desert, admiring the pyramids as a group. So bringing you away, moving your consciousness, your beautiful light body outside of the pyramid, and just taking a moment to observe how big this is in comparison to our little bodies. It's going to be incredible. And turning your awareness now over to the Sphinx, the lion that teaches us so much, showing us the strength. We're going to walk over to its paws that lie and the statue on the dirt. You're going to touch its right paw with your hands, bringing sensations to your connection here. Admiring this beautiful statue, so profoundly placed, that mirrors the stars. And these Egyptian goddess and gods were trying to teach us. Cycle after cycle, generation after generation, this wisdom remains. The feeling into gratitude for the Egyptians that created all of this for us to receive, to remember, to keep us on track to the light back home. And taking a moment to feel underneath the Sphinx. What does your higher mind lead you to here? Is there anything that you need to go and inquire, observe? Is there passageways under here? Maybe a library of information, intelligence that's been left, only available to those with wisdom and elevation. Feeling into this underneath the Sphinx, are you getting led to go in and have a look? Is there a passageway opening for you? Is there a knowing that there's halls underneath, maybe the halls of Amenti? Going down, taking a moment now to observe and explore, leaving you for a moment as you do this. We've got extraterrestrial presence in our field. The Palladians and Octarians are all here overlooking us. I can see them. They're just smiling at us, trying to figure it all out. Oh, I love it. Oh, so good. Bringing that cosmic joke back in. We're little kids in a, feels like a little kindergarten trying to work it all out. All right, guys. So bringing yourself back to the paw of the Sphinx. I just feel Eskel's presence, the Palladian, just laughing with me, with us, about how funny this all is, trying to figure it out. We all knew before we came in, all this information, but we go through the cycle of growth to learn to grow as a soul. The veil of forgetfulness puts into the games. So interesting. Okay. So finding our circle of all of us beautiful light warriors coming back together. We're going to make our way home to our beautiful vessels in the third dimension, 3D, back into our beautiful high energy bodies. So taking a moment, and on the count of 3, we're going to step into the stargate in the center of our circle, farewelling Egypt and the mysteries, receiving the beautiful upgrades that we have today, the messages. We're going to remote view back to our bodies on the count of 3. So remember, take a deep breath as you step through the stargate. 1, 2, 3. Flying back to your continent, your country, flying around where you need to go, finding your way back into your body, into this beautiful body that you've been walking around in this lifetime. Finding your soul coming back down through your crown, seeing it come back down and in, merging back as one, anchoring your light body back into your physical body, seeing it come down through the chest, hips, legs, feeling that heaviness, that energy coming back, that pillar of light frequency, and just wriggling your toes, your fingers, coming back to this beautiful moment of experience in the human form after an amazing journey to Egypt together. Visiting the gods and goddesses, their love, their support is really behind all of us at this time. And opening your eyes when you're feeling that